So we're gonna go do some door-to-door. Go talk to voters for Romney and Bongino.
At Maryland's Montgomery County Republican headquarters, these political young guns are getting instructions for their day of campaigning.
We'll go door-to-door, talk to people, we'll ask them to support our guys.
27-year-old Laura Chambers is the National Committee Woman of the Washington, D.C. Young Republicans, or DCYRs.
We're going to separate out into teams, 7 in Brad's car. And
Maryland has been voting Democrat in the national elections for more than 2 decades. So Laura's come here to give the Republican campaign all the help she can.
All right, coffee and donuts, yep.
Coffee, donuts, little pin, Roscoe Bartlett for Congress.
Rich Counts is one of the founding members of the DCYRs.
Start rocking and rolling, you know? DCYR's on tour, you know? And so it's like she's a GOP rock star.
Travis, do you want to go jump in our car?
Yeah, sure.
You want to make sure that, you know, Republicans get out and actually vote, and you know, they tell you they're supportive. You want to make sure you follow back up and just remind them right before Election Day.
I will park right here. All right. Do we have enough boards? That was a slam dunk.
I'm not even going to try that.
The first door knock is a prime target for these campaigners.
Do you know if you plan to support Barack Obama or Mitt Romney for the election?
Actually, I have not made my decision yet.
Okay, I'm decided.
Would you like some more information on Mitt Romney?
Oh, okay.
You don't have to, but do you mind telling us who you supported in 2008?
That's okay. I supported Obama.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I voted him last time.
So why would you say maybe you're not as sure about supporting him this time?
Good question, because you know, well, the economy is not growing as fast as we expect, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So some people say, why not give a chance to somebody else?
Laura seizes her opportunity and dives in with a topic that's plagued Obama's election campaign from day one, the country's ailing economy.
Like companies that were failing, he turned them back around. I really think he'll be a good leader, for especially for where we are with the economy. So that's why we're supporting him.
Thank you for your time.
Bye. You too. Thanks. Hi. My name's Laura. And here's some more information about him.
Okay.
Well, thanks for your time.
Thank
Have a
you.
good one. Bye.
Bye-bye.
We've got 804. Sometimes people just won't come to the door, like you can see them in the house, and they pretend like they're not home, which is fine. I mean, we take it personally.
That's surprising.
A lot of people talk to us.
Good. Transition in that neighborhood.
Yeah.
Back on the bus, and I want to know what issue is the driving force behind the team's dedication to the Republican cause. The resounding response is youth unemployment.
It's something like a 60% rate recently of recent grads are having to go back and live at home because of the down economy, and you know the policies that President Obama promised to enact to get young people working haven't really come to fruition.
But the unemployment rate has dropped a little, according to last month's numbers.
But the youth unemployment has been higher every time.
It's higher than the national
average for so specifically for young people who are graduating, it is extremely difficult to find work.
An alternative.
Rich says that while President Obama has traditionally won the youth vote, he's been taking it for granted, and many young people are disillusioned by the Democratic Party. Later in Washington with Rich, I tease out the question of youth unemployment.
I have friends that went to Ivy League schools that are having trouble finding work right now in this economy. And so when we have an issue like that that's really affecting young people, you know, affecting their paychecks, affecting how they live their daily lives, I think that's something that just got to be addressed. And I happen to think that a businessman like Mitt Romney is going to be the person that'll help us turn that around. He's done it everywhere he's been.
Is it Obama's fault, though? I mean, he did inherit 2 wars and a deficit from the previous administration, which was Republican. I mean, can you really expect him to turn everything around in 4 years?
Well, I think we can expect him to show some progress. I think we can expect him to lead in a bipartisan manner.
No, I'd go for Obama right now.
You would? Okay. Are you pretty set on that?
Not 100%.
But even in this safe Democratic seat, voters are wary of President Obama's plan to reintroduce high taxes on people who earn over $250,000.
I know, especially in this county, there's a lot of people that make that kind of money. But
Do you know they actually passed that in the Senate? Obama's plan to raise money or raise taxes on 200.
I heard that too.
They passed it, and there was a board that came out and said this actually, if you pass this into law, with the economy the way it is right now, it would actually kill 700,000 jobs. You've got one campaign who's consistently been sending the message that we need to punish the rich, tax the wealthy. That is the answer to all your problems. That people who've been successful, you know, this demonizing success, that has been a central tenet of the Obama campaign.
Mega wealthy Mitt Romney, on the other hand, has promised big tax breaks for America's highest income earners. A policy that has caused criticism of the Republican leader for being out of touch with ordinary Americans.
Certainly a critique that's been
Something that Laura won't entertain.
I've actually had an opportunity of volunteered over the years some and seen him in person. I could say honestly, I certainly was not raised in a rich background. My parents are very middle-class Americans, and I had no sense that he could not relate. He's actually pretty personable. He likes to joke around, and good guy, I think.
I mean, I'm all for keeping my finances all tied up. And if Romney does a good job on that.
On the economy?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm perfectly willing to support Romney, but
in this neighborhood, the general consensus seems to be that the economy isn't Obama's strength. But it's not only the economy that will influence who they vote for.
I'm a little concerned about the social issues that Romney seems to need for his support.
What do you mean by that?
Social issues. I mean, women's rights, religion and government. These are things that are important to me.
These social issues have come to the fore in recent days, with comments from Republican Party members on rape and abortion.
If it's a legitimate rape, the female body has ways to try to shut that whole thing down.
When life begins in that horrible situation of rape, that it is something that God intended to happen.
There seems to be extreme elements on the right that Romney seems to need to, maintain his momentum in the election.
You gotta admit, there's some Democrats that have me scared on the other side.
Well, why?
Well, I think there's some extremism on both sides.
I ask Laura where she stands on the abortion issue and the comments made by Republican Party members.
Well, again, I think you have to consider your source. The criticism has largely come from those who would be trying to make those a central theme in the election cycle rather than the issues that most women care about. I, as a woman, actually find it offensive that someone would tell me that all I should care about are reproductive rights. I, just like any man, am very concerned about our economy. I think a lot of women,
having brought the conversation conveniently back to the policy she is so eager to push, the economy, I try a more direct route.
May I ask, are you pro-choice or are you pro-life? Is that something you're willing to talk about?
I am happy to share my own views. Again, I don't think that's the central. I think it's interesting that women are often asked that question more often than men. Well, I mean, I am pro-life. However, again, I don't think that has to be the central issue in this campaign, even for women.
Hi, I'm trying to reach Jimmy Weishar, please.
Back at Republican head office, the campaigners hit the phones.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Jennifer Solly. Do you approve or disapprove of the job that Barack Obama is doing as president?
No, I'm not going to do the survey, but thanks.
All right, well, thanks for your time, and you have a good day. Vote. So I was going to say vote Romney.
You catch that political bug, and the kinds of people that are in DC are there because they care and are passionate about things. They're more type A's. So that's definitely, when we've got a good group of people that, I mean, they don't think anything of the, like type A personalities. They're just very passionate, and you know, they're hardworking, and they never stop and sort of work hard, play hard.
Sometimes it's a more productive and a more meaningful use of your time than always going out with your friends
Actually, exactly what
for
I
a drink or
wanted to.
dinner or whatever it is as well. So.
What are you planning to vote in November? Wonderful.
Ready to go.
With a week to go until the election and undaunted by the prospect of losing the state to Obama once again, these type A young Republicans are determined to soldier on for Mitt Romney's vision.
We're all on the bus together, we're with our friends, and we're out there, we're having fun. But at the same time, we understand how serious the situation we are in right now is.
We're the kind of people that we care about our country. We want to see good policies implemented, and that's why we're here.